Yo, this is a 775 Blueprint podcast with your three favorite hosts, Jimmy Teflon, JK the Visual, and Stu J the Vamp. And today we got a special guest, portrait specialist and photographer, PJ. What's up, man?
Yo, what up?
Hey, Pam.
How you doing, PJ?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, thank you for coming on, bro. We've trying to get you on for a minute.
I know, we've been trying for like a year, huh? Like it's been a year?
Yeah, I think ever since like Jimmy's show that he had.
Yeah, because you came to my house to drop off the photos, and that's when I asked you.
You're just like, hey, PJ, I need you on the podcast. He's like, I'm down. Tell me when. And
Yeah, because PJ was like sitting there like taking like random pictures of me, and he was like interviewing me, and I'm just like, do you want to just go on the podcast?
Yeah, you want to get on the podcast?
yeah.
I mean, PJ's known to have his camera on him at all times.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
I mean, if anything, it's a...
Photos are super bomb.
Yeah, that's how you know he's like super passionate. He's always like just taking pictures of random shit. He doesn't have to be like booked for
What
anything.
is this, like documenting stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that how you started? For the people who don't know, because I know I've seen you specialize in portraits, but like how'd you get started doing photography? Like,
so I've always had a camera.
Since birth,
like
came out the womb clear.
Maybe, I mean,
at this point, probably.
As far back as I could think, like maybe since I was like 13, 14, because I have like old school pictures of like a point and shoot camera on film.
Did somebody give it to you? Like family had it?
Yeah, my family.
Was it like the disposable kind or?
No, it was like I would load up and stuff.
Oh, legit thing?
Wow. Yeah.
You still got it?
Yeah. No, I still have them. I have hella cameras everywhere, but
I bet.
like it's just documenting like group pictures and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's what it was back in the day. It was like
I was just hanging out
on
with
film.
the boys.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And so that's like what I would have a camera for. That was the purpose of like fucking. Oh, I'm the guy at the party with a fucking camera.
You take a picture of the moment, and everybody's like, "Oh, yes."
Because not everything was like fucking iPhone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a flip phone.
Or the old
that
flip
razor.
phones with the blurry
like
Nintendo DS pictures.
Yeah, Jimmy, do you know about that razor, dude?
Yeah, come on,
just
man.
making sure.
I grew up poor. All right.
The most pixelated photos possible.
Yeah, so that's how that's why I always have a camera on me, because it's like just snapping like little things. You know what I mean? Because like I'll go down the line. My buddy calls me like an archivist, because like I have archives of just like random like moments in time.
Yeah.
Of like when
Got a whole life.
we would like throw parties, like that picture that we have together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Oh, back in the dance days.
That was
long. I mean,
maybe like 10 years ago, dude. To be honest.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah.
Cause it was
that like back in high school, Stu? Is that what it was?
Yeah, because it looked like
I was hella fucked up at a party that like me and my friends we threw like an event like a b-boy event. It was called Root Down.
Root Down.
Yeah, we threw Root Down.
Oh my god!
I was I remember I was.
I don't know. I was like, oh, you're getting the chill.
And then I see Michael Jackson there. I was like, dude, Michael Jackson. I need a picture of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because I had my
my
silver
God.
jacket and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
With the obnoxious.
Yeah, and I never knew who that was until this day. Until like maybe like when did I tag you? Like that was like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah. It was pretty recent.
Oh
You showed that pic.
Fucking Stu.
Okay.
He had like no facial hair. He looked like a fucking kid.
I know, no facial hair. I think because I had the fro, right?
It was curly. It was probably like a little bit longer than that.
The curly fro.
Yeah, I remember you sent
I
me
think
the
that
pic
was
and you're
16 then.
Yeah, it was like probably like Thriller, Michael Jackson. Like
Yeah. So like
my God.
14 years ago, just about. Yeah.
Dude, what a turning back the
like,
clock.
oh, we're here now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So literally, like now I'm thinking like I'm sure we've crossed paths way back then too, because I was always around Stu too. And
Reno's too small for you not to cross paths.
Yeah, especially if you were breakdancing at any point or knew any of the breakdancers.
Yeah, we used to hang out with a bunch of like break dancers and just different like kinds of like dancers out there too. So
So that's how it started. Was it just like you brought your camera on your own volition, or like did somebody say, "Hey, yo"?
No, it was just I would bring it with me places, like just for that purpose. You know what I mean? Like just to look back on, like, oh, this was cool.
Oh yeah. So you had like this thing where you wanted to like keep memories.
Yeah,
like,
keep memories, and that's what it was. And then it evolved into like me. I borrowed one of my friend's cameras, her digital camera. This was like the beginning of like the digital era of like SLRs or whatever, and I
Rebel T3.
No, it was like a Sony A.
Oh, the old A line, the first DSLRs.
It was massive,
Sony?
dude.
Yeah.
But
they were like what, crop sensor cameras too, right?
Yeah, and then
damn, it's been a minute I've seen those.
Yeah, and then I just took it around, took pictures of my buddies, and eventually evolved into like my buddies shooting more with photos, but I would do like stuff on my own, and it evolved into like me wanting to do portraits, like take pictures of friends and shit. Because like some of my friends did music, some of my friends were getting married, shit like that, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
What was the rap group back then?
Wordplay.
No.
Wordplay? Was it Wordplay?
No.
I had hella friends that did music.
I know.
So
What was it? Cause
that was like another thing too.
What was that shirt they all gave us with like the fist? Do you remember that?
The fist?
Yeah.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Damn. Can't.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
It's so on the tip of my tongue.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like they gave us black T-shirts with like it was like a fist.
Obviously, it's a long time ago, and there's no way I'm gonna try to recall
like
this.
10 plus
It's not a
years
rap
ago.
group. It's just like an early
No,
BLM
really,
rally.
it was a rap group because
It could be.
Yeah, so I've been like
Jeff Burnett was like knew them. Because Jeff Burnett, that was before Jeff like kind of blew up.
Yeah, I don't know. So like,
Oh man, we've
to give you kind of like a time frame of like how long like I've been like messing with photos. It's like when Speak Your Mind. That was when it would be like when Dan Hubbard would like throw like the rap battles.
Oh damn, yeah.
Jesus.
Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When the rap battles would come into town, they would be at like
Damn,
the underground.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
All jobs.
Yeah,
Or
no, not even
before
all
that,
jobs.
yeah.
It was before that.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, that was before like, cause I'm old, dude. I'm 33.
Yeah, man. So
You know what I mean?
yeah, 30. Okay, so it's
Yeah,
like
I'm in my 30s, so it's like
Yeah, it's
14
okay, man. Yeah.
years, 14, 15, somewhere in there.
Me and Stu just hit our 30s, so I
that
totally
was
get
like,
what you mean.
It had to have been like,
That was a while. That was definitely a while.
yeah.
But so do you? So going back to like all that, do you recall, like your very first like photo that really made you like, oh man, could I do this? Like, do you remember like what that photo is?
Or yeah,
like,
the first one you got paid for,
Yeah,
or like somebody's like,
that
I'm gonna give
too.
you money for this.
I mean, the first set of photos I did was that I think I was like, okay, this is like something that's kind
Got
of
a little swag in the sauce.
Yeah, I could make money from is maybe I did like a maternity shoot.
Oh, okay. How's that?
Yeah, I did a maternity shoot. It was like my homegirl and her boyfriend at the time, and I used to edit like phones on like this is the JPEGs on my iPhone, and I would send photos out like that. And I was like, yeah, it was.
But that's how you know that it was something that you really wanted to do, is that you got it done by any means.
Yeah, like Yeah, literally.
It's like I feel like this is like something I bring up a lot. It's like whenever somebody want to like start something creative, like photography, music, anything. It's like, oh, I want to do this. It's like, all right, then do it. It's like, well, I don't have the right equipment. It's like, then you don't want to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I could get it like back then because like, the phone cameras are garbage. Like it's not like you guys had the fucking Google Pixel back then or anything like that. But it's like you could still be like, oh, I want to get into photography. Go work hella hard at a job, get yourself a little camera, start shooting. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bounce it all onto the phone and shit, and send it out like that. A lot of people I feel like a lot of people just say that they want to do something just because it sounds cool. But the second that if you were to go to like anybody who said, oh, I want to do photography, and you're like, well, why don't you do it? It's like, oh, I don't have the right equipment. I swear, if you were to give them the right equipment in that moment, they'd probably put it down within a week.
100%.
Yeah. It's like, you don't really want to do it, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, you bouncing out to the iPhone and sending them out like that, that's like, I think that was like the moment that was like, oh, you really wanted to do this. Like, this is something that you're like actually passionate about. This just wasn't like, oh, I guess I'm just a guy with the camera now.
Well, not just that. It's like, you don't know better, so why?
Yeah, you think
like
it's the best way.
You're so ignorant at that point to like the game that you don't realize that what you're doing isn't how it's supposed.
Yeah, it's
supposed to be
insane.
done.
Yeah.
I mean?
Did you did you have somebody kind of like show you like kind of how to go through like turning your photography into like a business and stuff, or was
Not
it just
really.
like you just did it
dude, everything's by trial by error. To be honest, that's kind of how like I've developed my skills. Like I've taken probably like I swear to God like 1 million plus photos. You know what I mean?
I think that's the best way to develop skills is trial and error.
It's trial and error and like just educating myself, because like I've shot concerts, I've shot like in the dark, I've done long exposures, I've done all that stuff. That's why I'm like I am polished the way I am.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like with my work, you can see that it's polished.
Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I mean?
you've constantly gone through like that rigorous like
Yeah.
basically rigorous training on your own, kind of just like getting like the craft to.
Yeah.
Obviously, like it's never gonna be perfect by any means, but you're trying to get it to like where it's perfect for you, or like where
you
you're
see
constantly.
Yeah.
super
Mhm.
strong sense of like knowing when I look at your photos.
Yeah.
Like you know what the fuck you're doing with it. It's
And
not just like
that,
oh you.
for me, that was the hardest part, is like realizing what my style was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's like
yeah.
any craft, right?
Especially with
like you and your music,
Mm-hmm.
Jamie with his. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy, he does a little bit of everything over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a very well versed person. For all
He's
you
kind of
know,
just pulled around.
for all,
Yeah.
for all you know, I'm just rapping on the side and nobody knows it.
Coming
He's
out with
really
the tape.
he's really nostalgic.
I'm really the weather watcher. That's who I am.
He's the next Logic.
Yeah,
So what
exactly.
was the moment in your career where like you looked at your work and that's when you like really had that confidence of like, oh yeah, my shit is polished now.
To be honest, it was Savvy Balboa that made me feel that way.
Fucking knew it.
Hey,
Yeah, he made me
were
feel that.
definitely
That
getting to
man,
that.
like, because it wasn't until like, so the way I met him was he just hit me up. He just hit me up to go to like one of his video shoots,
Mm-hmm.
and I swear to God, I was so intimidated by everybody that was there.
Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember what year
know
was
in the
this?
movies, like
Yeah.
you'll see that like, oh, there's like this crew. And there's always one yoked out dude. There was one yoked out dude, and I was like, "All right, that's the guy I'm not messing with."
Yeah.
How long
Was
ago?
that-
How long ago? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I was
my-
gonna say how long ago was this?
That would,
So what, like
I'm sure-
2018?
that was like 2017. Around
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah.
Was that the same shoot where you took? Because my favorite picture you ever took is when he was sitting on the hood of the cop car.
That was around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was around that time. And then like from there, it was like we built like this crazy like momentum for a minute. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. You guys are doing like a shit ton of shoots.
Yeah.
Like that's because like it was from that picture that's when I found you.
Yeah.
You know, and I hit you up around that time for a photo shoot, but I didn't have the money for it. But I was like, whenever I get the money and I do something serious, because I already had like by then I had already met John, and I have my other buddy Brandon. He's like my photographer / security / chauffeur. So like he does everything.
/ friend.
Sometimes.
Dude, I know.
But like, I was like, if I ever do anything like big, I'm definitely like gonna hire PJ. That's why like when the soccer team event came up, I was like, I need PJ to shoot these
And
pictures.
you've been wanting to just throw money at PJ, and you finally did.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to throw PJ
Yeah,
some
thank you.
20s like he was a stripper, man. I was like, take these pictures, baby.
Take these pictures.
Oh my god.
Get these
man.
angle right. Okay. And you did great on the fucking Saga Tour show, man. I still
Yeah,
like look
amazing.
at the pictures and I'm just like, some of the fucking best concert
I'm
pictures.
glad
I've
everybody
ever
got
seen.
photos for that, dude. Because
Yeah,
everybody got quality photos for that.
yeah.
From
Yeah,
that
which
concert.
I
you know
use
what
for
I mean?
a cover of my project.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
nice. Like for me, it's like nice as a photographer. It's nice seeing your work being put out
With
there.
your work, yeah.
Because like some people don't realize the worth in the photo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another reason why I did it the way I did it when it came to your payout.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving you the money up front, I try to get everybody else to, like, pay for the photos themselves so that like they wouldn't just like, because when I go do a show and like some photographer takes my pictures and then he sends me the pictures, I'm gonna probably forget about that photographer and just take the pictures. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like if you give them money for it, it's a little bit more enticing to like start a relationship with that person.
Mhm.
That's really what I was really trying to build. And plus, I wanted to make the price easier on myself. But I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I was like, it's a good way to get you paid more and get you some more exposure for that too. But that's the reason why I did that. But you got paid at the end of the day. You know, it was
Yeah.
a good shoot. You did great photos.
Yeah, amazing.
I think for everybody, like money. If you're into anything, throw a little bit of money out there.
Yeah.
It costs to
Yeah,
do
bro.
anything.
Money talks up
You
in
know
this
what I mean?
bitch, bro. Like, I got that shit tattooed on my face, dog. I believe in this. It's my motto. Ruined my life.
I mean, I feel like money talks always gets
can't
thrown
help
out by
John.
somebody, and then Jimmy's like, I got it tatted on my
on
face.
my face, all right? I can't get a job. All right? But it's like yeah, it's like if you're passionate about anything and you want to like turn it into a business, if you want to keep it as a hobby, throwing money at it is not as important. But if you're
Mhm.
trying to turn it into a business, something to where you could like
No.
live off of, yeah, you're gonna have to throw a lot of money on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So doing like Savvy's photos, like that kind of like pushed you out even further, right? Like it kind of got you into like more of the portrait space. Or did you kind of like stick to like behind the scenes concert stuff for a while?
Honest, like photography's kind of taken me down several different paths, dude.
Mhm.
Like you've seen my photos, like in, like I'm sure like everybody, like a lot of people have come across my photos without even knowing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely.
Oh, that's a fact. That happened to me one time.
So it's like, I don't know. What was the question again?
Oh no. So the question was like, so after doing like work for Savvy, like how is that what took you to like the next step of like doing like more portrait work, or did you kind of stay in that space of like the concert stuff and like obviously more photos for Savvy as well? Like,
I think for like the space as far as portrait work, I did photos for this one of my friends, Ariel. This random girl I reached out to on Instagram because I thought she was pretty and she would look good in a photo. You know what I mean? It turned out to realize that like she was completely insecure about herself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And yeah, and it just, I don't know, it changed like the way she felt about herself.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like that's what I do it for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's a beautiful thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes people feel about themselves because like some people, their self-image of themselves is so corrupted, dude.
Yeah.
It is so corrupted.
Yeah, especially nowadays.
It's
yeah.
sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you look in the mirror, you only see from your perspective.
Yeah, and then people are so used to selfies nowadays.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I
and then
mean?
also the filters and like
And
you know
it's-
doing all that stuff.
And like with like the the selfies or like looking in the mirror, it's all from your own perspective. When you get it from somebody else's perspective, and they make you look great,
Oh, 100%.
it's like it's like this is what you saw in me. This is insane.
That's what you guys pay us photographers for, is
Right.
getting you in good in
The best light, yeah.
light. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. Like there's pictures that like John is taking, or your photographer homie that came in when we were doing the first episode.
Oh, Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, this is what I'm talking about. But, like, there's been pictures where, like, they got photos of me, like, smiling and laughing. I always thought I looked retarded, smiling. But, like, those pictures, I'm like, this is a good-ass picture.
Yeah.
Hey man, yeah. Shout out to Caesar because
It's, like,
again,
genuine.
he's very good at like capturing like people in the moment and stuff too. But yeah, that's just his years of doing like street photography and everything too. And I know you've dipped into some street photography as well.
Yeah.
Like how has, I guess, your approach on like the different styles of photography, like how has that gone for you, and like what have you taken out of it, like to basically embody all of your work that you've
It
done?
just kind of makes me look at like every detail differently. You know what I mean? Like all the way like people carry themselves, the way they move. I don't know. Like it's like with portrait photography, it's like you read like small details, like the way people's eyes move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can read their
Like
emotions.
if they look like sad or something, you know what I mean? If you could tell when somebody's in their bag compared to when somebody is like, just like you
Out
could
of
tell
it,
they're
yeah.
like down and then out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You could hella tell when somebody's in their bag in a photo.
Yeah, you can totally like, I don't know, it's very weird because now that you bring it up, now that I think about it, like it's very weird that you can actually like when you're doing portraits with somebody, like
Get
if
the
you've done it
eagle
for a
vision.
while, like at some point you start to like notice, like even if you just met the person for the first time, like you could immediately, maybe after a couple shots, you can kind of tell like what they're kind of insecure about, like kind of like what kind of like makes them uncomfortable and what makes them comfortable, and that's kind of how you kind of help them like actually really look good in the photo. And I didn't realize that until you brought that up right now. I'm like, oh shit, that is right. Like you just don't notice it because it just becomes like second nature to you.
And it's like you have to break the ice with
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like not everybody's used to having a camera pointed in their face.
Yeah.
No,
And also
true.
you build like a really deep connection with people, especially when you're taking their photos.
I know.
so-
I feel like with portrait photography, as far as like studio or anything that if you've ever worked with me, it's usually like a little bit like intimate in the sense of like me getting to know you for a second.
Yep.
For the moment of that photograph, because
I think every photographer does that.
yeah,
Like a little bit, yeah. Like John did the same thing when we first met. Brandon already knew me. Brandon's been like the only other photographer I really worked with. Like you guys are like the only two photographers I ever really worked with, but both of you guys did like the same exact shit. Yeah.
You know,
and I feel like for me that's why my portrait photography kind of thrives, is because like there's
Yeah.
like I'm easy to talk to. I'm
yeah,
easy. I'm
you
an
know,
easygoing person.
build
you
a
know what I mean?
connection. Yeah.
So it's like some people are like can be intimidated by any camera, but if I could get you to be at ease, even for it's like that
one shot,
because all you
that
need,
one moment,
all you need,
that
it's
one
cool,
moment.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit the little laugh right.
Yeah.
No, just a little chuckle.
So have you found it like, so in a world where everybody's like content is shifting over to video, have you found it difficult to maintain a career in photography, or is it still like more or less the same as it was like 10 years ago?
I think I'm just trying to stay in my lane. You know what I
Right.
mean? 100%.
Right.
Like I don't feel the need to be consumed in like video.
Pressured.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I know my lane is photography.
Right.
You know?
Straight.
So it's like, yeah, there are times where I'm like, oh fuck, I wish I could get some behind the scenes type shit.
Yeah.
That's like the only one thing that I would like. But I mean, eventually I might dabble into like some videography. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't feel that pressure to like
No,
move
not
on,
at all.
because like you look at like other videographers and like how like if you look at somebody like Cam Boyd, you know, shop like Cam Boyd is. My boy's got a bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing videos like. It's like I don't.
Shout out to the Drake incident.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I literally.
I didn't even know about that shit. I was like,
I
hold
don't
on,
know,
what?
yeah.
I mean, I didn't either until I saw it. And I was
This is PJ's interview, so.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
it's a different discussion.
But I was like, but like seeing like people like make that kind of money off of videography, you don't feel that pressure at all?
No.
No.
Like
good.
for me, it's like
I was gonna say, you see how chill
for
this
me it'd
dude
be
is?
like
Yeah.
it'd be
No
tight
pressure?
to make that bag, but at the same time it's like
You
it'd
do
be
what
tight
you
to
want,
be known,
right?
be doing my thing,
Yeah.
and
Right.
make that same bag.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
you don't want to.
Yeah,
You don't.
that's
the way I
more
look at it.
satisfying.
It's like you
Yeah.
don't want to dabble into like a creative aspect if you're not feeling it.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? That was just stress me out. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you. No,
Right.
and again, it's good to like kind of just stay in your lane in that sense, dude. Because like at the same time, like you're just more focused on yourself. Like why you gotta worry about everybody else? You know what I mean? Like
I think I've gone to a space where I'm like comfortable turning shit down, or if I'm not comfortable.
yo,
with
me
it,
too,
like,
man.
That's a beautiful
me
spot.
too.
Yeah,
That's
like,
a
it's like
spot,
okay, the right people will come.
Yeah, I mean, I love to give that solid no. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't do this. I'm cool, but
Yeah.
thanks.
No.
I appreciate it, but
Yeah.
nah.
I'm happy. Like I do this all the time. I message John.
Yeah, and I
Like,
pass it
dude,
on to other people too.
I got this client.
yeah, no,
They
yeah,
need
just like,
photos
hey.
done, dog.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, sure,
Or
I'll
I'll hit
try.
up
I'll see what's
Karen,
up.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and it's hella funny because sometimes
Yeah.
like when he does something to people, they're like, your rate's cool, but I want to work with PJ. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Like, hey, I'd want
do it.
PJ
Yeah.
too. like, I respect that. I'm like, hey,
Like
we
I
can-
recommend people all the time.
yeah,
'Cause
so,
if it's
yeah,
a
I
project
just-
that I don't like, I'm like, oh. Fuck.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I do the same thing, bro. I'm like, I
I'll
don't
do
wanna
that with
this.
I'll do that with covers. Sometimes when people hit me up for a cover, they're like, "I want cartoons." I'm like, "Go talk to Stu.
I'm like, don't
Leave
talk
me
to
alone."
I was like, hey, I need this hot
And then
video.
somebody hit upstairs, they're like, "I want a cover," and you're like, "Go talk to Jimmy.
I gotta talk to Jim.
Leave
Nah,
me alone."
And I was like, oh, I need the music video. Go talk to Bozzy.
Like
Go talk to Bozzy.
Everybody
Yeah, I
just
think
says, "Go
it's a-
talk to Bozzy."
I just started throwing everybody to Bozzy at some
Yeah,
point.
and Bozzy
Like,
loved it.
any video thing, I'm like, if I can't do it,
As soon as that man
Bozzy
learns how to use Photoshop, like it's
over,
like
yeah.
it's over.
I mean, I'm sure it's in his mind at some point.
I think he's in his peak, but
Is he,
like
is
his max
speaking?
limit of like what he wants to take on. I think he's getting to that spot where like everybody is. It's like okay, I'm willing to just like let stuff go and
And
pass
just
it
his
on.
life peak in general, dude. I fucking called him earlier today. That man was like half asleep on the floor. Like I
That-
think it's downhill from here.
That sounds about
honestly.
right. so
He was always just drooling on the phone and shit.
So speaking of like getting into a space of like where you got like a lot of people coming to you, for example, for work and stuff. Have you found it like to a point where like maybe you got enough clients that you can kind of just like work with the same people? Or are you very open to like constantly working with the new people and kind of experiencing something different?
I mean, I'm always open to new things.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Depends on the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big thing. Because if I could tell that like you're the type of person that's just hitting me up because like it's hype or like it's I don't know like if
Good.
something's off, if my intuition is off about something or a project,
Yeah.
So
I'm not about it. You
so
know what I mean?
so you kind of just go like,
Or if I
gut
could tell
feeling.
like if I work with you once and I realize that this is that type of person that's
Then,
asking for everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No, I totally feel that. Like, again, like it's good to kind of like, again, from somebody sends you a message, you can kind of already gauge like kind of why they're hitting you up for. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, again, like, like you said, you're very open to like, whatever they hit you up with. But
Well, it's just I don't know the way people approach you. Sometimes it's kind of like
Well, yeah. What's your
Yeah.
pet peeves in that, or in the clients or people that come to you?
yo, I want to set up a shoot, or
oh yeah,
yeah, or I had one
Yeah.
guy. So we had this one incident where some dude hit me up to do photos.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I was hoping you could help me and I'll help you."
Oh yeah,
like
those
type
ones. Those ones.
And then yeah, for me that irked the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Like,
Shit makes me want to vomit.
well, here are my rates, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I give him the runner. I'm like, oh, so exactly what are you looking for? Do you need? Because he was looking to get into modeling. That's what it was. And I was like, okay, so do you need like digitals? Digitals is like the industry standard for like photos of themselves, just blank wall, nothing special. And it turned out that he had ended up going through everybody that shoots at the studio.
Oh my
Really?
god!
Oh wow.
And messaged him the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
So he was just trying to get
He's just trying to get free photos, dude.
God,
Who can you get?
insanity.
In?
Yeah.
Wow.
Insanity. But I mean, like, you know, yeah. I mean, like, I agree with you. Some people, like, their approach when they ask somebody for photos is kind of weird. Like, you know, yeah, that's one of them. But like, yeah, like the easy one, like, you know, if you don't start off with like actual, for me, like, if you don't hit me with like a plan and then how much at the end of that, I'm like, I don't know what.
I just hate it when they just like hit you up for free shit. Like I had this one dude who's been following me for a while. He sees my pictures, he sees what's tattooed on my face, and then he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, bro, we got to get one in. It's long overdue." And I'm like, "What's your budget?" And he's like, "Damn, bro, I never paid for a verse from a homie before." And I'm like, "We're not friends."
We're not homies.
Sorry,
We're
bro.
not homies.
I was like, "We're not homies, bro." He's like, "I thought we fucked with each other's music." I was like, "Yeah, that's why I asked you what your budget was, and I didn't hit you with my usual rate." It's like, "What's your usual rate?"
I was being nice.
I was like, he's like, "What's your usual rate?" I'm like, "Right now it's 15." I'm like, "You give me that, I'll get on your shit now. You piss me off." But then this other kid who I've never heard from before, and I'm pretty sure he has like one song out. He hit me up for, so how much for a feature? And I was like, 700. And he was like, easy. And I'm like, why can't everybody else be like you? I'm like, fucking asking for free shit, dude. It's so
Did he
fun.
hit you up though? Did you guys end up doing it?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the session.
Because sometimes I get all that. I get that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Like,
my
oh yeah,
god,
I'm down. But
Yeah,
then they come around.
yeah.
Then you see them fucking with the neighbor. You know what I mean?
God,
Right,
yeah. Because I'm assuming you get those too. Where like, yo, I'm gonna hit you for a shoot soon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna do this, and
Yeah.
nothing ever.
It's just
it
like,
never just
don't-
happens.
I feel like in y'all's case, like y'all just have like an issue with like a lot of liars. You know what I mean? Hitting you up for photos. It's like, yo, if you're gonna hit me up for photos, just say that you're exploring other options. Don't sit here and say bet and then go up and hit my boy up. But like we're not friends.
That's part of the game, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is part of
That's
the
really
game.
part of the game. I mean, like, cause yeah, I'm a photographer and I'm good at what I do, but at the same time, it's like some people don't see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know, like everybody's a photographer. Everybody has a camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
Okay.
lot of photographers and
I have my
videographers out here.
options, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if they want it done, they'll figure out a way to.
To
You
get
know what I
it
mean?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
When I couldn't afford a photographer, I just gave Brandon my phone. And I was like, take these pictures, and he did, and he still takes my pictures. Like when I bought my car a couple days ago, we pulled over, took some pictures. Like, if I just want some pictures real quick, Brandon's my guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I'm down to do shoots. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like any collaborations, but it has to be like tight.
yeah.
Yeah, something
You know
you're
what I mean?
excited about.
I'm-
It has
I
to
agree with you
legit,
100%.
Like, be in favor.
You have to
I
be
agree with you.
interested in it. You
Yeah.
can't just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
in there and be like,
Yeah.
I guess this is what I'm doing today.
Yeah, because I'm on the same boat too. Like, yeah, I only do like a collab shoot. Like, if obviously, like, you know, I've worked with the person before, but also, yeah, the idea, the concept has to be good, or I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
pitch
do
it to me.
Yeah, you got to give me the pitch.
Yeah,
And if I
pitch it
think
to
if
me.
I
Pitch it
read it,
to
I'm
me,
like,
then
that
pay
shit's
me.
good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock that shit out of the park, bro. Home
Yeah.
run. Now I'm gonna be the greatest baseball player alive right now. But no, man, like, but yeah, man, like, again, I totally get, like, you know, sometimes like it's definitely like good to do like collabs, but like the concept has to be.
Not just
good.
that. That's how you sharpen your sword. Dude.
Yep.
So
Is like all the free shit that you've done, or
Yeah.
The things
all
that
the extra
excite you.
photos that you've
Yeah.
done, dude.
Yeah.
That's how you sharpen your craft.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, like the things you do for fun, the things that like really like are enjoyable to you, like that is how you definitely like sharpen the iron, dude. And
Yeah.
I totally agree. Like outside of doing like your photography stuff, like speaking of like, you know, sharpening your iron and other things in your craft, is there any other things that you do like outside of a photography that, you know, kind of like excites you?
Lately, dude, I've been playing video games. I've been fucking.
We all
into
there.
Video games.
All right.
We all
we
in
hit the
there.
halfway
Yeah.
part. What games are you playing?
All right.
Time to get in my bag.
Time
I
to get
just
in my
realized
bag.
that like they released like a bunch of like the old GTA games on the Switch.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And
like
I've
the
been
remastered
playing
ones.
that, right?
Yeah.
Like San Andreas.
Shit.
San
I was
Andreas,
yeah,
Vice
San
City.
Andreas, good old
Yeah.
CJ.
So what's your favorite video game? This is shit I like to talk about.
Finally getting the meat.
This is what I want to talk about.
Yeah, you had to sit up for that. Huh?
Alright, so like one of my favorite video games is Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, let's
Okay.
go. Hell yeah.
That's almost like a turn-based game.
Yeah.
No,
Final
yeah,
Fantasy
yeah,
Tactics,
Yeah, for me, that's like my type of shit. Is the turn-based stuff.
Yeah, like turn-based shit.
Yeah, because it's like you have to think.
Oh, so you like Civilization and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
He
dude.
said, yeah, like, you don't fuck with
you know,
He,
Civilization.
like,
That's
he
what's
kicked
fun.
up the knee a little bit. He's like, I got
He's like,
five.
no.
And then lately I've been playing Mario, like the Rabbids, fucking.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
Mario.
fucking the one game that they
Yeah.
made together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like this. I don't know.
What was that
I'm
on?
pretty sure I saw my fucking girl playing
Is
that
that
shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That,
Hey, your girl plays good video games though.
Bro,
I'm pretty sure
no,
they have
she
it on the
don't.
Switch.
Hold on, no, because I bought her a Switch, bro, and I was like, get whatever you want. Then she puts like fucking like $200 fucking worth of games in the basket, right? Downloads them, plays them for like an hour, gets bored, plays the next one, right? And I'm like, all right, she don't like these games. And then I caught her ass on the fucking Nintendo eShop buying new games, playing them, getting I can't beat this level, and buying a new game. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, bitch. Oh,
Hey, you know what game people sleep on though is Monster Hunter.
Ooh, yeah.
Bro, that game is for warriors, dog.
yeah.
Yeah, my brother's over here nodding like, yeah, I know, I'll play that shit.
That game is not for the weak, dude.
No.
Yeah.
Pick
it up.
I played like one game like it, and it was like called Dauntless.
You've never you never played Monster Hunter?
Nah, man.
For real? Oh,
Monster Hunter is like it gets crazy, bro.
I
Bro,
guess
I play World of Warcraft and Souls games.
Okay.
Yeah.
I picked up World of Warcraft like when it first came out. I didn't come out
Yeah.
for like its cool year. My friends were like, "Where the fuck have you been, dude?"
It's like I've been in the
Yeah.
dungeon.
Dude, I started playing that shit when I was like 9.
Yeah.
I'm still in it.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just like perma-locked now.
Yeah.
I don't even like the game anymore. I just log in. I'm just
Didn't
like,
they just like re-release like the old?
yeah, they did. They re-released Classic and like
Yeah.
like when it comes to Classic, it's like people would like to swear up and down that like Classic was great, and I played Classic when the shit was out. I was like a dumb retarded kid, but I still played it, and I still have a lot of nostalgia for it. That doesn't mean it's fucking good. I played that. I'm like, bro, this
Yeah.
shit is boring. I'm like, bro, this shit sucks. I'm like, this is
Maybe
this
that's
is what
just
you
my
guys,
generation easily amused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, is this what you guys fucking liked? I'm like, this shit sucks, dick. It went back to retail, and I was, but I've been playing like, I love Souls games, man.
Yeah.
Like, have you played any of them?
Actually, to be honest, I just started picking up video games not too
See,
long
you're
ago.
talking about
wait, for
Monster
real?
Hunter being a
Oh,
man's
shit.
game. Like, you got to go pick up Dark Souls 3, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
So my roommate streams and
everybody
I
here.
hear him like yelling in,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
fucking room.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds
everyone,
alright.
every one of us in here have played a Souls game, and we're very,
yeah.
very adamant about these.
I'm
games.
like halfway through Bloodborne. You know what I mean? I'm almost done with Bloodborne, and I got to play Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, this boy's playing Sekiro right now, so he's been going
He
through
beat
that.
Sekiro, and then he's
No, but he's
finally
going
on my
through it.
level. Stu used to be like, Sekiro sucks. and then,
Sekiro's like the
uh,
one with the ninjas and shit.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
best one that they fucking made.
Yeah.
Hey, it
right?
is. It is my,
Yeah,
one of my
yeah,
favorite
and
games.
After I beat it, I was like, Sekiro's the best. And Stu was like, and then he beat it, and then he was like, yeah, this is the best one.
Isn't that shit like stupid hard?
Hella hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
once you get,
curve.
but once you get the hang of it,
Once you learn how to
yeah.
fight,
Yeah.
it's easy. It's easy.
It's
as
like
shit.
busting a nut all over again the first time.
Yeah. It's like there's only
Getting
like
it in,
2
dude.
bosses in there that are like complete bullshit because they're like Souls-like bosses in Sekiro, which I know you don't understand that because you're like, what the fuck is the difference? But it's like with Sekiro's combat system, you can't be like defensive. You have to be very aggressive. But there's
Yeah.
like 2 bosses in that game where you have to be defensive.
yeah, it's kind of knowing
I
when
guess
to
that's kind of how
pull
like
the
Monster
trigger.
Hunter is.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like, yeah.
Yeah. You should definitely play some of the Souls game, man. They're fun.
Yeah, PJ, if you're just getting into games, I suggest you jump into that. Jump into that. Just do
Get
it.
comfortable with the Mario and Rabbids, you know. And then as soon as you beat like one of those levels,
like,
you're
no
like,
shit
all
on
right, I'm ready for Dark Souls.
So
Let the man have his Mario Rabbit.
Yeah. What's wrong with that, man?
Yeah, let
Nothing's
him
wrong
have
with that.
it.
Mario's great, but Dark Souls is better. And
So-
it's like, and I'm not even like saying that it's like, oh, I beat a hard game, so I'm like big dick swinging and shit. It's like genuinely like a fucking great fucking game.
No,
you know
my
what I mean?
roommate definitely broke like a controller or two.
I've broken one controller, yeah.
Yeah.
And I almost broke a second controller. I just popped the fucking joystick out, but I managed to get it back in, so it don't count. I'd cut like the side of it so I could like squeeze it in there and
Squeeze
shit.
it, pop
yeah.
it in there.
Yeah, but like no, yeah, they'll push you to that limit for sure. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah, but you know, you keep chasing it for the satisfaction of getting some like theoretically hard done, and
Yeah,
then, like
yeah.
you finally do it after like spending like 6 hours of banging your head on the wall, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
Oh yeah. These games get very frustrating, man. Like
Yeah.
if you got a short temper or short fuse, you're gonna be.
There's been
You're gonna be
times when
losing
like
your
I
shit.
quit playing like Dark Souls 1 when I was going through that. I got to this area. This is area called Tomb of the Giants. Most bullshit area like they've ever made. And I quit for like 3 days and I didn't touch it again. And then I went back because I was like, I need to beat this fucking game. I was like, I can't. But like they're genuinely like beautiful games. You know, they're like really fucking fun. The lore is like super deep if you like decide to like learn how to learn it. You know what I mean?
Oh, video games are crazy now, dude. Like,
Oh, dude.
I
definitely.
literally didn't start playing video games until like maybe 3-4 years ago.
Oh shit.
And, like,
Yeah.
I just get baked and just
Dude,
look
we've
at the graphics and shit. You know what I mean?
dude, we've been playing
It's
games
high
our
as hell.
whole
You're like,
lives.
God damn,
Like,
this
oh,
is
this is high.
crazy.
Oh shit.
You're like, this is insane. Like, what are these doing, man?
And it's crazy like how fast like the graphics get updated. Because I remember when GTA 4 came out, and I was like, "This is the most." I was
Oh,
like,
yes, I
was
agree.
like, "This game looked." I was like, "This game looks
Insane,
fucking
yeah.
insane."
Have-
And then like 5 years go by, I'm like, "This game looks like dog shit."
Yeah. Nico Bellic no longer looks like a cool like Russian dude. He just now
Yeah,
looks
he
like
just looks like a
pixelated dude.
piece
I'm
of shit. And
Yeah,
I was
but
like-
back then when it came out, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember,
this
but
game
like
is
I remember after playing like GTA 5 and like all the new games, I went back. I was like, I love GTA 4. It's like one of my favorite. I think GTA 4 is like my favorite Grand Theft Auto game. I went back and played. I was like, what the fuck did I see in this game?
Yeah,
I mean,
feel like a
that
lot of
game
people are
was
coming back
dope.
to that.
Underrated, very, very underrated.
Yeah,
I think it
dude.
was a really good game.
But I also remember when like fucking like Vice City was like the craziest looking
oh
game
my
too.
god, yeah.
I love Vice City.
Vice
and,
City was
and then
fun.
going back to that now is like, oh wow, this is a big piece of shit.
Hell no, the sound of that dirty dirt bike.
Yes, and also like you know
as
just
messed
wearing,
up as the sound of it just it just sounds terrible, and I love it.
wearing that classic floral shirt and then just like you know playing that song. You know, you dropped the bomb on me while
Yeah.
riding a Cadillac. It's fantastic.
The older games, I think the older GTAs had like way better stories.
No, I mean
I don't like GTA 5 stories. that
honestly,
much.
the older GTAs had probably the better soundtracks and just a better feel. Like it feels like
Yeah.
the nostalgic feel. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I
just
mean,
tripping
we're all
about it.
looking back at it with like rose-tinted glasses right now, but like, in terms of the story, I definitely think the stories were the best.
I mean, San Andreas by far had like my favorite story. Like
I liked Vice City.
I enjoyed that shit.
I liked
Vice
Vice
City
City a
was
lot.
fun, too.
Nico was my favorite
I
character.
mean,
though.
Nico was yeah, I could totally.
Nico was just him. That's all I'm saying.
So okay, so now we'll go back to PJ.
Yeah,
I like
let,
it.
let the man speak on his
What's your
podcast.
favorite GTA game?
Right now, San Andreas. I don't know. And for me, it's just nostalgia that I'm chasing right now.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's like where it's at for me in video games right now.
Trying to put you back. Trying to
So-
put yourself back
Yeah.
in that place you
Yeah.
were when you first played it.
So segueing in regards to chasing. So what are you chasing in your photography at the moment, man? Like obviously we've talked about like you know your whole journey, how you went through everything. But what are you chasing now, like at this current moment, with your photography?
To be honest, like I've been. So the past like few shoots that I've had, I've worked with like artists, like artists that are like bands and stuff like that. And to me, like that's kind of like something I kind of want to shoot more of right now.
Yeah.
And play with like environmental portraits. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just had like a full circle moment. There's like a band that I used to like play with my camera with back in the day.
Is it the Sex Tones?
Yeah, the Sex
Yeah.
Tones. And
Shout out to the Sex Tones.
Shut up.
yeah, I used to like take pictures of them back in the day when they'd be practicing or at shows at the Lincoln Lounge back in the day. And
When they weren't as big, right? But
yeah.
now they're like bigger.
yeah, I mean they've always been big in my eyes because I didn't
Yeah.
know shit. I didn't know different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I shot photos for them in the studio, and it turned out they got signed to a record label in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the photos that I had shot for them ended up in Billboard Italy magazine. I was like, oh,
Hey.
Hell
sick.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, that's cool.
You're
Yeah,
like-
that is dope.
Yeah,
I remember when,
I did not know.
I was
your
like
photos
shocked when
like
they
that.
hit me up too. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I remember when, cause you know who High Visions is, Young
Yeah.
Adima. Yeah, I remember
Heard.
one of the pictures that he took like ended up in Times Square.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
For, like, no, yeah. You don't remember that?
Yeah, from a band that he did a shoot with. I forget the name
Yeah.
of the band, but yeah, his photo was on the Billboard in New York.
Damn, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
It wasn't like the fucking like the center one. It was like
No,
on
it was
one
like
of
on
the
the
sides, but
side.
it
I
was
mean, it's
still
still there. It's
Times
still
Square. I mean,
there.
Yeah, I was like, it's still New York.
Like,
can't-
we're
you
not in
can't-
Times Square.
You can't
know?
knock that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't hit that
No.
level yet, dude.
So what's that feel like when like you just like it's like
Is
I
it
took
spooky?
that picture and now like
Is
To me, it's
this
just like just surprising. Like, oh shit, that's fucking.
it's pretty scary?
And just move on with
Because
your day.
I don't care about publishments. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Because like, people get published, but they be paying for publishes. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. I
Like,
have seen people do it.
But at the same time, it's like, oh, that's tight where my photo ended. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way across the world.
Yeah.
Somewhere
But it's
in
tight that I
Europe.
can see like I like seeing my photos in places where like it's not normal, like Instagram, but like I'll see it on like a Spotify or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because that's like stuff you would dream of when you were a kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like seeing your photos in like places like that where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
billboards.
Doable now.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like hearing your music in public
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's exactly that same feeling. Because I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I enjoy seeing my photos like outside of like the digital norm. You know, like somebody puts it on a shirt or, you know, just random places that you see your photo and you're like,
Yeah.
damn, I took that.
Hearing your song in somebody's random car
Yeah.
that they're driving down the street.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is like right there.
That's
Right.
happened
What the hell?
twice when I was in Sacramento.
Mhm.
But it happened like 4 years ago when I was putting out
Yeah.
bullshit. It hasn't happened since I blew up. I don't know why. I figured it happened more now than ever. But
I mean,
whatever.
if anything, you probably have like your niche of like people in a certain state or something.
They're all
you
in
know?
Chicago, man.
Yeah,
And I don't want to go there.
For me, it's like I really don't expect to go anywhere with photography. It's just kind of like more so the journey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. So,
Like,
so
cause everybody's a photographer, and that's tight.
Yeah.
Everybody's a photographer, and that's tight. And but it's
everybody's making art, you know.
like, yeah, it's tight that I'm an artist
Mhm.
amongst.
All right.
Because
Other
I'm
artists.
not trying to be the top dog. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right.
I'm not trying to like. I just want to get paid
Yeah.
And do
and
great
then
work.
And
go
just,
about my
like,
business, make more
Right.
art. You know what I mean?
I think
I feel that.
that's like what makes some of the most legendary photographers though. Like
So people don't give a fuck.
well like who's that fool that was rolling with a cartoon in LA that took this fucking picture?
I think
I know.
It was his homeboy.
I know
It
you're
was his
talking about.
homeboy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
can't
did not
remember.
really care about taking pictures. Like he took pictures to document shit.
Yeah,
like
he was- yeah, he
and
was
he
just
took
there.
that picture.
Yeah, he was just
and
there hanging out with the
it
gang.
became the most popular fucking picture.
Yeah, it was like an
it's on
iconic photo.
everybody's fucking
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That year.
They got a documentary too talking about. Like,
It's
they're
on
both the journey.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It was about cartoon. He was a
Yeah.
tattoo
Tattooer,
artist,
yep.
and he was
who was his photographer?
I can't remember his name, bro.
I forget, bro, but he
I know
rode
he's-
with him, man. Like
But I know he strictly shot on film. That was his medium.
Yeah.
And I remember he talked about taking that shot, and then like him and Cartoon are like very close, so they kind of like piggybacked off each other in regards to
yeah,
like
they
what
just
were
like
doing.
kick it on Skid
Yeah.
Row. Like they'll
Yeah.
do
I know what,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
documentary you're talking about.
yeah,
too.
yeah, It's a
I
great
can't remember
documentary.
his name, dude. I don't know why I remember his, but he's a great photographer.
Yeah, they like had like their hands in everything, like fucking Eminem, Cypress Hill, fucking shit, I'm
Yeah.
fucking losing names, but like it's a great documentary. But like
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm gonna have to look him
I
up.
feel like when you're just like on a journey, you end up taking like the best photos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for
Dude,
people
yeah.
who like strictly chase the money,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like there's like a couple photographers out here. It's where I'm just like, they're capable of like taking a really great fucking photo, but like not as I don't feel like they're as capable as somebody like you, who's somebody who just takes the pictures.
Yeah, there's a
because
sense
they
of like
genuinely want to.
vibe.
Yeah,
For me, it's like it's the passion comes first.
exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like it's passion over paychecks for me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be tight to get like fucking paid. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude. Anybody prefer the pay. That's all we
Right.
do.
But I think that's kind of like what keeps me going because some of the shit that my camera is seeing, dude. Like,
Gee,
bro,
Some wild
boy's
spots.
camera has PTSD.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
it's seen a little bit of everything, dog.
Oh hell yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
or hell no. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of things.
A
Twilight
and B.
Zone.
You don't even know. You don't know what that lens is
Yeah, a
gonna
little
do.
bit
murder.
of everything. Let me say that.
You don't know what that
All
sensor
angles.
lens.
It's like when you put the.
All angles, all scenes.
It's like what, but like when you put paper over passion though, it's like you just make like weaker art. I feel like.
And not just that, it's like you. I don't know. It's like you're fucking giving into like something. You're
Yeah.
signing up for fucking.
Yeah.
You're signing your soul over to fucking money. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And I'm not trying to like make this about me, but it's like for like
I'm
the
gonna
past
make it
like,
about
I'm
me.
gonna make it about me. I'm just saying it's like I know this from experience because there's been times when like I was like I have to release these songs because if I don't I'm not gonna get this paycheck from it.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? So
I
I
get
just
that.
made songs just to fill the track list and then I put it out and I fucking hate those songs. I'm like these songs suck dick. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get,
Yeah.
oh, I definitely get that because like for me, I could hustle
Yeah.
when I need to with my photography. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's like at that
You're not
there's,
gonna-
there's a balance. There's a weird
Yeah.
balance there.
Yeah.
Where
You're
it's
not
like
gonna like
burning
those
myself
photos
out.
as much as you would like a photo that you took because you actually wanted to take the photo. Yeah.
Yeah. So piggybacking off that, like I know, like I think we've had a conversation like outside the podcast and stuff where you said like you wouldn't do your photography full time. Is that correct? I guess you wouldn't do it, but it's like
if I
if
could do
you
it full time, it'd be tight. But realistically, in this town, just doing portrait photography, it is hard.
Yeah.
I mean, because your average photographer that makes money, they do weddings.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where the bread and butter is.
I mean, especially around
that's
here
one
too.
thing that I don't like doing. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
He's like the one thing that makes all the money. I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's different for me. That's not what I care about.
Yeah.
I care about like the little things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel that. I don't really like performing as much as other people do, and that's where artists make a lot of their money.
Oh,
I find a lot more joy in like creating the music itself.
Yeah, 100%.
Like performing is just kind of like a thing I have to do. It's still fun as fuck to do, but it's just like I don't like it as much as the other parts of what I do.
Same. Yeah.
No, yeah, PJ, but you're definitely like again keeping it real. Like again, you're just sticking to like who you are as a person and like what you like and what you don't like, and you're not feeling the pressure of like you have to do anything else. Like you're just really staying on, like you said, like you're staying on your lane. But like so again, like so you would do it full time if it was possible.
In the way that you would want.
In the way
to
you'd
be.
want to.
Yeah, and
preferably.
I think I would definitely do it full time if it was possible. If it was like, if it made sense to do it full time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it has to have a balance because sometimes like I've done full time before, and I'm fucking like dead.
Yeah.
And it's like not even enjoyable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it seems like you do enjoy
And
the
to me,
joy
that
part of it,
kills
right?
the craft for me.
Yeah. Where it becomes like
Just
your
the
bills
job
are
again.
dependent on
Yeah.
it.
And for me, that's like not the balance that I like.
Because that's when you
I feel
start like
that.
chasing paychecks over passion.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
'Cause,
unless you're getting paid like crazy amount of money to where like you could only like you only have to do like one shoot every few
Not just
months.
that, it's like I would have to charge unreasonable prices for the market in Reno.
Right.
And not everybody. Judging by my clientele that I have, it's like not everybody does that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or pays that.
Not everybody can meet that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is a bit of a struggle out here. I mean, and again, like you said, there's so many like
Not just
photographers.
that,
and
everybody
videographers.
doesn't see the worth in it.
Yeah. It's like I think like musicians see the worth. At least most do. Some like don't, but like I feel like musicians definitely do. I feel like if your job is to be on the internet, right? Like musicians, we have to be on the internet, so we need photo shoots constantly, or like influencer stuff.
Yeah.
They definitely see the worth, but it's like now you got to find a place where like there's like a large population of that, and that population is also okay with paying, a price.
It's just finding a proper balance and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, even then,
You know what I mean?
you can still get draked.
Yeah, which is insane, by the way.
What happened?
Apparently, Camboyd
Did
something for Drake, and he never got
concert
paid
shoot,
for it.
right? Concert
Oh.
video, and they didn't pay him. But I heard that a lot.
Yeah,
Like a
and
lot of rappers said on like
and it's been
podcasts
10
and
months,
stuff
right?
that
That was
just because of like, let's say there's an artist and he's like kind of big, videographers and photographers will just give them free shoots because they're that guy.
Yeah.
So they take advantage of that.
Yeah,
Because I've had bigger artists like want cartoons from me, but they wanted it like free and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I do charge this,
So-
and then just nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean I think what was it like 9 months or something, like 10 months or something. That was like a good portion of time that he hasn't gotten paid. But I mean I feel like it's kind of
Yeah, it was like
it's
10 months.
Yeah, it's definitely fucked up. But I
He
feel
hasn't
like
gotten paid
I feel like
10
with big
months, so-
artists sometimes like they just do so much that sometimes things just skim,
Get
just
overlooked.
go through. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they let their
it
team
sucks.
handle that. Or
Yeah, and it sucks, and sometimes they just don't get to it. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope Cam gets paid. Cause
I
it's
hope so
fucked up.
too.
Yeah.
And he did put it out there. Like,
But at the same time, Drake's probably not even worried about it. I mean, look
Yeah.
how
He probably
big
doesn't
Drake
even know.
is. Yeah.
yeah, probably.
doesn't
Yeah,
know.
it's probably his marketing.
Oh yeah,
manager.
honestly, yeah, it's probably not even Drake's fault.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Drake didn't
PR
say, "Don't pay this
pros
man."
like-
His,
PR
his,
people.
his
Yeah.
management
Yeah.
team probably like
Definitely.
reached out to Cam and they're like, "Can you do this?"
Yeah.
Definitely is managing people because I feel like he's not dealing with stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
But we are coming up on time, PJ. So for anybody who like picked up a camera like today
Yeah,
and they genuinely want to pursue, photography, what would be like a piece of advice that you'd like to give them?
Just stay consistent.
Yep.
With any craft you're doing. Just
Mm.
fucking, if you're trying to do something, consistently do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm.
On wax.
Yeah. Like
I
you're
know.
trying to do music, fucking make music.
Yeah.
Because you gotta grow. Like I didn't get to where I'm at because I fucking watched a couple YouTube videos or
Right.
you know what I mean. Just
Yeah.
keep on shooting, continue like fucking
Seeing those different angles.
yeah,
Yeah.
seeing those different angles.
I had to keep
Yeah.
going, man.
Make sure your camera sees everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
So, is there anything you want to promote, PJ?
Yeah.
nothing really, man. I mean,
Nothing.
yeah, tune in to Masterpiece Studio. We're
Yeah.
working on some big things.
Which we're currently in again. Master
Yep.
different
Yeah,
room,
Masterpiece.
but this is Masterpiece Studio still. We're still in the same spot.
We be
Still
moving
here.
around a lot. Mind your business. Mind your business. All right.
We just do it.
This shit don't concern you, okay? Our environment don't concern you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me, man.
Hey, man.
Thank you for being on, dude. It was
Long
genuinely
time
a
overdue,
pleasure
dude.
for, you were the first people I discovered out here from like different lanes. So like the first rapper I discovered out here was Savvy. The first photographer I discovered was you. You know what I mean? I've been following you for a long time, and getting that shoot from you meant a lot to me, and getting you on this show and just talking to you and just having that conversation with you also meant a lot to me. So thank you so much for coming on the show. Everybody, please go make sure you follow PJ on Instagram, link in the description and all that.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know it, PJ. But again, thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Finally got you on.
Yeah.
Love it. You know, everybody enjoy your weekend, whatever day this is on.
Yeah.
But you already know what it is.
Blueprint out.